he has helped Manchester United to another 3 points under Michael Carrick.
Michael, congratulations. Another big step towards Champions League qualification. What's your overall opinion of the game today?
It was quite an open game at times, actually, and I thought we started fantastically well, as good as we started for a good spell, 20-25 minutes, and should have been at least another goal up, maybe more. But credit to them, they're a good team. We knew they were a good team. They've got a really good mix of threats in different ways, and they came into the game a little bit, and we're in a good place at half time, but we just thought we were getting a little bit too open really at certain times, so we just tweaked things second half, and for the most part had a bit decent control at the second half, and then towards the end few opportunities and had to defend the box. But I thought the spirit, the effort and the togetherness of the players was fantastic. We could have scored more, but listen, it's the time of year, it's a results business, and we needed to take the points, and we've had a fantastic 2 games on the back of the Leeds defeat.
It was, as you mentioned, a really open game, especially in that first half. There were chances at both ends. Was that why it was really crucial for you to make that change at half time? I think it's the first time that we've seen that under you in a back three.
Yeah, we were going to make it anyway, and then we ended up scoring the second goal, so put us in an even better position. But there was just certain spaces that we thought we needed to cover a little bit better, and I think for the most part, second half, it had a good effect really, and it was a purely tactical one. So yeah, listen, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But today, I thought really it was about the result, and in the position we were in at half time, we wanted to see the game through.
Just word on the goals as well. The second goal, another assist for Bruno Fernandes. It feels like he is going to do it this season. He's going to top that Premier League charts for all-time assist maker, isn't he?
Yeah, we hope so. Yeah, of course. You know, in terms of scoring goals, I think we've pretty much scored every game, and Bruno's a big part of that. But the forward line are collective as well, and the connections and relationships. But again, Bruno, an important moment. I think there was other ones where he could have maybe had one more, maybe scored himself. So I thought we looked dangerous enough throughout the game.
How pleased are you with the way?
Just as he was when he was sitting in the studio, he is right. They have scored in every game in the Premier League since Michael Carrick took charge. However, when you look at some of these match stats this evening, 12 shots for Brentford, 42 touches in the Manchester United box, twice as many as United had in Brentford's. They had more corners as well and more possession. Will elements of that be a concern, or, as he just said, was it all about the result tonight?
Well, both. It will be a concern because that's a lot. And I have to say, they started really well. Like Michael said, possibly the best they've ever started. And I thought, you know, they got the noses in front. Obviously, fantastic save from Keller, from Margaret Maguire's header. And you think, oh, this could be over very, very quickly. But then Brentford sort of managed to get themselves back in the game. And the initiative sort of swung towards Brentford, and then they got all the chances. Michael Carrick must be absolutely delighted to go win half-time 2-0 up. And he made a change. He admits it very, very clearly. I wanted to see the game out. You know, I didn't want it to be too open. So that's exactly what we discussed. So fair dues to him, because at the end of the day, that's what he's there for, that's what he gets paid for, and you need to get the points to the board. Yeah.
As you rightly said, they'll be thankful, United, that Brentford didn't score earlier. But when they did score, Matthias Jensen, certainly a consolation in the end, but there was some strike, Rene, wasn't there?
Brilliant strike. Although I have to say, watch Šeško here, and that is possibly why he's a little bit young and naive. This is not great defending, so...
Yeah, big night for Benjamin Šeško. Rene was very impressed with the reporter questions there, weren't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah. In case you didn't know, that was Pien Meulenstein, Rene's very talented daughter, our colleague. So the Meulenstein theme tonight. In terms of Šeško, are you seeing progressive signs?
Yes, definitely. And he said it there, you know, and obviously Pien asked him how important was the link with Bruno Fernandes, because you could see in the beginning of the games that Bruno was pointing to him at all the time. The sort of connection wasn't there yet. And you can see that connection getting stronger, stronger, stronger. Marco knows better than anybody else. As strikers, you feed of service. And there's plenty of strikers that we know from Man United that haven't made it. And partly was because there was no service. And if you give him service, because he's already scored now, what, 6, 7 goals? Since, you know, on the Michael Carrick?
Yeah.
And that is the thing. And he has definitely progressed. His movement is better. He's working hard. He can bring players into other players into play. He's still young. You know, it's a big thing to play for Manchester United, to leading the line. But I think he's doing a great job. and he's getting better from game to game.
Yeah, because you were, I don't know what the word was, non-committal, shall we say?
Sceptical.
Sceptical, possibly, yeah. If you want to say you were sceptical at the start, are you beginning to see reasons to be non-sceptical in Benjamin Šeško?
What I find difficult is when Manchester United, for the last few years, I don't care who you play up front, I don't care who you you play in the team in certain positions. I think it's very hard to judge when the team aren't functioning. Rennie makes a point there about strikers. We're the end of the chain. If the chain is broken anyway, there is no, there is no striker. It's pointless in many ways. I would love to see Højlund, what he can do now. I mean, he played in a Manchester United team that was broken, that didn't have any of those links, that was playing poorly. Who's to say he's not very, very good? He's actually doing really well in Italy now. Šeško was the same. When he first came to the club, it was like, things aren't really, it's hard to judge. And now all of a sudden, now that chain of, right the way through the team is actually working. Now you're seeing a different type of player. And I just wonder how much wastage there's been for many years now in terms of, everybody says, oh yeah, the post. He's a magnet. He's unbelievable. His timing, his bravery, the timing of his runs as well. How he jumps there. I mean, people will just look at it and think, oh, that's a simple header. But sometimes you give away power to actually get a jump on someone, so it just takes somebody out the game totally. If he wanted to get real power on that, he would have delayed his jump. But actually, the only danger, he's so close, he didn't need to go for power. The only danger is somebody else sort of challenge him. So he jumps early, gets his arms up, nobody can touch you then. Anybody jumps, you jump into their arms, you've got no chance. So just his cleverness, his understanding, his type of, his type of goals. Here, he jumps so high here, and there he goes. Nobody can jump into him. He's almost pinning everybody down. Okay, he negates some power, but he's a yard away. It doesn't matter about power there. He's just a clever footballer, always had it. And Manchester United are going to have a real problem. Problem. It's going to cost a lot of money. It's a challenge to find a replacement. Now, there's a lot of good midfielders about. Your Andersons at Nottingham Forest, your Whartons at Crystal Palace, your Beliebers at Brighton. All of these players are potentially on their radar, but it's going to take some money and some player to replace Casemiro.
Mm. And his off-the-pitch influence as well. I mean, from a management coaching point of view. I
do have to say, because I think the change of manager, the change of system has helped him massively.
And Mainu?
100%. Mainu coming in, he's got energy, he's got legs. The wingers have to tuck in a little bit more to get a little bit more protection in that respect. So it's not gung-ho and pressing all the time. The pitch was too big for him. When people started to ride him off, he got run off all the time. And if I would be the opposition, I would have had legs against Casemiro because he wouldn't track or he couldn't track. And then you get exposed. Now he's much more in his comfort zone. And when he's on the ball, he's a good player. Obviously, he's an experienced player. He can do things, no problem at all. Fantastic. But it looks like not only him, I think there's so much more positive energy coming from that Man United team at this moment in time. Mm. And this today was a step forward because Michael Carrick made the decision to say, whoa, we don't want that basketball game. Let's shore it up a little bit more. Let's drag it over the line, and they did.
Yeah,
it's a strange thing for Manchester United because the basketball team actually, or that type of game actually, does suit their attacking players in a way. When Cunha's playing with Ahmad, You've got Mboma, you've got a lot of pace. But it absolutely doesn't suit Casemiro. It doesn't suit Harry Maguire. It doesn't suit certain players that are slow, let's put it bluntly. They haven't got enough pace for that open, big, making the pitch too big. So it's a fascinating sort of conundrum that you've got as a Manchester United manager, that it sort of suits. It's almost like a counter-attacking team, really. Mm. With a Casemiro and Harry Maguire, sort of, they feel more protected in a stronger structure, but then to pounce and to explode into life from that type of position. So
it's interesting because we've been in that same position many times before. Michael Carrick has been in this position many times before, and under Ferguson, that was always we going for the third. We're going for the kill, and then we go for the fourth. We don't stop. Because he always said we have an obligation to entertain the fans. That is also saying something that Michael is not yet 100% sure with
the
this
squad.
because there's still the vulnerability. If you look at all the chances that Brentford had today, and you put them in a sequence, you go, how did Man United win this game, or how did Brentford not win it? So there's still this there. But the most important thing is he has to deliver. He has to get the results. He gets the results. You get him into the Champions League, and then it's obviously for the club a big shout. What's coming next for him?
Indeed. And just going back to the midfield, I mean, Mainu, he's been outstanding since Michael brought him back into the team, but it was like a man possessed tonight at times, wasn't he?
Yeah. I think a lot of people have always pointed the finger at him, saying probably lack of mobility, lack of legs. But he got through unbelievable amount of work. I mean, this has never been in danger. His skill levels, his quality in the final third, his passing ability. But it was this that really impressed me. This was a hard game. This was a physical game today. It was a game for legs, really, especially in that first half. And I mean, his all-round game, Rennie, was absolutely outstanding. And he's not got a weakness, really.
No, he's a great midfielder. He's got a great future. Like you said, he's got all the attributes. He's got the intelligence, he's got the legs. He's got some good power behind him as well. Really impressive since he's been back on the Mikey Carrick.
Probably just doesn't score enough goals is possibly the only thing. I mean, because he's got virtually
winner in the
everything
FA
else.
Cup final, didn't he?
He did, yeah. But, you know...
Regularly,
yeah. That is the only thing. But that might come. But, I mean, he can do everything else. He was brilliant tonight.
It was tough. I think we started the game really well. And then, after 25 minutes, I think they got to grips of the game. And we found it struggling that first half. And we changed shape a little bit in the second half. I felt like it was a lot more solid. We covered the pitch a lot more, a lot less crosses were coming into the box. Disappointing to obviously concede the goal from the edge of the box. We've got to get out a little bit quicker than that to block the shot and block the ball. But it felt comfortable apart from the set play chance that obviously they hit the bar with. But yeah, I felt like the shape helped us in the second half, not to concede as many chances. But overall, I felt like we should have done a little bit more with the ball.
Is it a bit strange for you all, really, sort of having played three in the back for so long and then obviously moving to 4 at the back, and then in the second half, I guess you're back to 3. Is that actually more comfortable for some of you?
No, definitely not. I think the formation change has helped us a lot. To be honest, I think the results spoke for itself when we was a back 3, and Michael come in and changed to a back 4, and the results have picked up a lot now. So. No, I think we're comfortable that we can play both formations, but yeah, I think we didn't cover the pitch well enough in the last 20 minutes of the first half, and we was letting too many balls into the box, and then they were putting a lot of numbers in the box as well, what we didn't deal with well enough. So they had a lot of chances in that last 20 minutes of the first half. I think it was good that the manager recognised that, and we changed the second half, and I felt like it was a lot more comfortable.
Harry, we know how effective you can be in the opposition box as well. I mean, we honestly thought you'd scored with that first header, but somehow Caoimhe Kelleher manages to claw it away. Don't know if you see this. I mean, he sort of seems to snatch it almost from behind the line, but the GDS, it's so close.
Yeah, in the time I thought it might have. Oh yeah, wow! I thought it might have gone over the line. I got up well, but I didn't catch it as clean as I'd like. I could have got more pace on it. It was a great ball in, and the pace was on the ball, and it was coming towards me. And I got up well, but I could have caught it a little bit cleaner and got more power on the header, I felt. But yeah, it was a good save in the end, but hopefully it didn't make a difference to the result.
And then there you are at the back post, and we know that, as you say, came close to scoring, but then you actually do manage to create here for Casemiro.
Yeah, definitely. It was something that Bruno spoke about, going an outswinger, but I think Casemiro, I thought I was good at heading and tacking ball in the box until I met Casemiro. And
he's amazing, isn't he?
His timing, his leap, his aggression, his technique. It's the best I've seen, and he's really clinical, and he's been a massive boost for us this season, because without his goals we wouldn't be nowhere near where we are on the table.
Harry, on this show we like to look at the tactical side of it, and there's a lot being made of, playing 3 at the back with the previous manager. You just mentioned Michael now playing a back 4. But what other insight can you give us to this sort of change in fortune and feeling around Manchester United since Michael Carrick came in?
Yeah, I think obviously the results helped the feeling massively. We had 2 tough fixtures when Michael first come in, and I think everyone was probably looking at them thinking, oh no, with Arsenal and Man City, and we managed to get the 6 points, and then from then on everyone's believed in it, and we've gathered together, we've got the confidence, we know that we can score goals from anywhere. I think we can still get a lot better at this formation as well. I think we can work as a back four, slide across the pitch a lot quicker, like we should have done, I felt like in the first half. In the first half today, I think we will get better the longer that we work as a unit in there. But yeah, I think the results speak for themselves. Since the manager's come in and the formation's changed, we just seem to pick up results. I think that the games previous, when Ruben was here, the games was a lot 50-50, but we always ended up on the back of a defeat. Now it seems like it's the other way around, where we're a lot better in both boxes. We defend our box a lot better, and we're managing to be clinical in the other box.
Hi Harry, how you doing, bro?
How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
I was thinking you're after Carrick's job.
Still a long time till that comes, but no, just a quick one from me. Obviously back in the team tonight, winning again. Just about the set pieces. Normally, most of the season we've seen Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro have that link between each other. But tonight it seemed he was aiming more towards you on the first contact, and it was just something I wondered whether you'd worked on that in training in the week, or was that more between you two on the night you felt you was getting more space? I just wondered if that was something that you decided beforehand or during the game.
Well, yeah, I think what really helps you when you're attacking a set play is that you've got 2 big threats. I've played in a lot of teams where I get 1, 2 players marking me, and all the focus is on myself. I think now all the teams are respecting that Casemiro's a massive threat as well, so they have to take a lot of eyes on him. They have to put a good defender on him rather than putting 2 on myself at the moment. So I think it frees us both up. I think our record when we both play together, when I play, I think Casemiro gets more goals, and when he plays, for sure, I get more opportunities as well. So I think it's good that we have two big targets, 2 good threats in the attacking box, and I think it makes it a lot harder for the opposition.
Harry, I just wanted to mention, if you ever want to come and try and take my job, you're more than welcome in the studio next season. If you want to come along to a Monday Night Football, love to have you in.
I'll pop in, don't worry about that next time.
And he also says, Harry, that because Manchester United are pretty much guaranteed Champions League football now, if you could just go a little bit easy next Sunday, that'd be great. Yeah, no more winning goals.
Yeah, it's a big one next week. We know that's more than Champions League football, so we'll be ready for that one.
We're looking forward to it, and we look forward to seeing you there. Harry, thank you for being a good sport and talking to us live
Cheers,
tonight.
Guys. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.
So you didn't actually play in the same team as him at Leicester, but you were around the place when he was playing.
Yeah, that was probably when I first started to break into training with the first team, and he was playing week in, week out, and he's such a good lad. He was so nice and welcoming the minute I came through the door. Then obviously he got a big move to Man United, and I think he's a top player, and he has been for the last 7-8 years, and such a good, humble lad as well. So it's nice to see him back in the team, contributing to games, and I think he's very effective for Manchester United.
He is a top player, and you've seen that what he's done at England at tournament level. He's coming at Manchester United, he got the captain's armband, and then he had a difficult spell.
When you play at home, it gives the crowd just extra energy, and we used it in our own, and we scored 2 goals, in the end.
And you scored one of them, taking your tally up to 10. Just how good are you feeling on the pitch at the moment?
No, I'm feeling way better. From each game to game, the feelings are better. Connected more with the team, and of course I have teammates that is helping me.
We keep hearing as well around the ground the chants of Casemiro. Casemiro, of course, he scored today. But what's he like for you as a teammate, of course, in his last season at Manchester United?
I mean, he's a work machine. Never stops. Doesn't matter what time it is. We are pleased that we have him. We're gonna use it till the last minute. Unfortunately, he leaves, but he's helping us very much.
Bruno Fernandes with another assist for your goal. That takes his tally up to 19 goals as well. How good do you feel that you two are working together on the pitch as well?
Now we're working a lot on the trainings and off the pitch as well, and yeah, it's paying off, you know, especially knowing having teammate like this with that kind of quality. It's just pleasure, and I have to use it, you know.
So you're almost there, Champions League qualification for next season. What does that mean for Manchester United, and how much confidence have you got now for those final 4 games?
We have to push till the last minute. We know what we're up to, and it's just important to bring the energy that we brought today on the last games, and we believe we can manage it, of course.
Congratulations today. Thanks for your time. Cheers.